Hey guys, what's going on? SpitBrix here, back for another LEGO video, and recently I received a large tub of random LEGO, in which in this video I'll be going through this LEGO mystery container and seeing what goodies we can pull out. I know there is a very large variety of LEGO themes in here, and some really rare minifigures, as well as some cool parts. Without further ado, let's go ahead and figure out what all is in here, and I'll show you some of the best items. Now, to keep track of my favorite minifigures that I find, I will be using a free app for both Android and iOS devices called Snupps. Now, Snupps is a great app for sharing and sorting your collections of LEGO, as well as much more. So stay tuned to learn about how to post your favorite items and join the Snupps LEGO group. Now let's go ahead and jump into some cool things that I found in this tub of LEGO. I'm going to start off with probably one of the most unique figures, or big figs I guess you could say. I was not expecting to find a Hulk big fig. This one from 2012. It's a pretty cool looking big fig. I don't have this one, so this was a really cool find. Definitely right off the top I found this guy. This was really cool. Definitely not expecting this one guy at all. Another one I was not expecting was actually a collectible minifigures. This is from Series 4, The Sailor. I don't have this one either. I kind of started collecting collectible minifigures at like Series 8, unfortunately, so I didn't really get any of the beginning series. So this is a really awesome add to my collection, and he's complete too. I ended up finding all the pieces to put them together. So that's really cool. I also ended up finding some Ninjago spinners. You can see over on the left, this is Knuckles spinner, and this one over to the right is actually Zane DX. And I actually found the Zane DX minifigure, and you'll see that a bit later whenever I pull him out. So I'm just going to leave everything back here that I find, and I'm just going to continue through. Here's an Anakin minifigure I found. So this is a really cool one with the lightsaber. There's actually quite a few Star Wars figures in here, as well as Ninjago. Kind of seem like to be the main two themes. So I'm going to put them back here as well. Let's go ahead and continue. This one was really interesting. This is an Indiana Jones minifigure, and this guy was kind of all taken apart, put on different minifigure bodies and stuff from customs, but I ended up putting all his pieces back together, and here we have a complete Indiana Jones figure. This is my first Indiana Jones, because I never collected the Indiana Jones stuff, but this is really cool. I'm very happy about this figure. Now, I also ended up finding not just one Kai minifigure, the original Kai from 2011 with the Dragon Sword of Fire. Not only one of these, I actually found two of them. And so here we have two original Kai minifigures from 2011, which was a sweet find, both with the Dragon Sword of Fire, which was Kai's golden weapon at the time. So that's really cool to find that as well. There are also quite a few Marvel superheroes. Here's a Thor minifigure that I found. So this is a pretty decent minifigure. Always nice to get some more minifigures here. And let me tell you, there were more minifigures in here than I thought. Here we have Loki. Here's an alien conquest officer. I really like the light blue on these guys. This theme did not do very well. It was retired very soon. But, you know, still pretty decent minifigures. Also, while digging around, looking for some rare minifigures and pieces, I actually found two mummy minifigures from Pharaoh's Quest. This was quite a long time ago, to be honest, but these are some really cool mummy minifigures. Definitely happy that I found these in here. I love the accessories also on this one over here to your left. They're just very nice minifigures, lots of printing on them. Just great how LEGO ended up making these. Speaking of older LEGO themes, this one here from Atlantis, this is a Hammerhead Shark Warrior. This is a pretty sweet looking minifigure. I mean, the fact that LEGO was able to make such a detailed rubber headpiece that went over here, and look at that face. That's a crazy face. Actually, whenever I found it, it was just this head. This head was not connected to a body, and I actually was very confused on what head this really went to, or what minifigure this head went to, but of course, ended up finding out it went to this minifigure right here. Really, really cool. I love these Atlantis baddies. They look really nice. And let's go through a few more, and then I'll pick out my favorites and post them on Snupps. Let's go ahead and jump over to Space Police. And here you can see we have Snake on the right and Squid Man on the left. Both of these being villains from Space Police 3, which was about the same time as Atlantis, actually. These are some really great minifigures. I love how these came out in the red eyes, just this overall headpiece here. You guys probably have seen this piece right here from the Collectible Minifigures line. I believe that was Series 3. Maybe wrong, but I think that's what it was from. It was just obviously printed differently here. Really cool looking minifigures. And last but certainly not least, before I go over the ones that we have already looked at, we got the Golden Ninja. Yes, there was a Golden Ninja in this big tub of Lego. Absolutely phenomenal. Probably one of the best minifigures, like, overall. Other than, of course, this Hulk back here. This was a great minifigure. I was very, very happy to find this. There's no scratches on this thing. This thing, definitely great quality. This is actually worth some money too. I'm not going to sell it, but like I said, pretty rare looking minifigure. Very cool. But now let's go ahead and switch over to Snupps, and let's go ahead and post a few of these minifigures. Now just for a second, let's go ahead and transition over to the Snupps app, where I'm going to add my 3 favorite minifigures out of the minifigures that I've already showed you guys that I was able to get. After that, we will go back and I'll show you some more of the minifigures and some really cool pieces I found there as well. But here we are, we're on the Snupps app. This is my profile right here, and these are all my shelves and different things that I have posted. And so basically, I'm going to create a new shelf by going to the plus on the bottom here and say create shelf, and you can title it whatever you want. I'm going to title it Big Container of Lego Finds. I'm going to click done. It's going to create the shelf. It's going to come up right here. You click on it, and if you click on add item, you can upload the photos or take them just from the app of your minifigures or of your Lego collection, and that'll add it in. So just give me a second and I'll come back whenever I have the items in. So here we have the 3 minifigures that I chose, or I guess 2 minifigures and a big fig. We have the Hulk big fig, we have the Golden Ninja, and we have Indiana Jones. I imported the photos. It's in a 1:1 aspect ratio is what Snupps uses. And when you continue, you can actually write a description about them, you can write a title, and you can rate them from 1 to 5 stars. And once we have titled each one, it doesn't need a description, but you can put a description if you want to tell a little bit about each of the minifigures. You can rate them, and then click done, and Snupps will process your images and automatically add them to the group that you added them to. So here you can see we have the 3 minifigures in here, which is in the group Big Container of Lego Finds. And people can comment on these, people can wow them, which is this little symbol right there. Obviously, maybe not wow yourself, but other people can. It's kind of like Instagram, but for collectors. Now let's go ahead and jump back, and I'll show you a few more minifigures that I found. Let's go ahead and continue looking at the minifigures that I found. Here's a Hawkeye minifigure from Marvel, obviously. Always great to have more Marvel figures. And the next minifigure is actually from SpongeBob. This is Mr. Krabs. He has very short blue legs and a great headpiece up there, which is obviously custom for Mr. Krabs himself. I also found this piece that definitely tells you that the person had the Krusty Krab Lego set whenever that was available quite a long time ago. So that's really cool to find this piece with the sticker still on it. So that's really cool that goes along with Mr. Krabs' figure. There was also a few other SpongeBob figures, but I'll let you know a bit on that later. Next up is a Space Police officer. This is Commander Cody. I know that because I collected Space Police before Ninjago. Before getting into Ninjago, I was a huge Space Police fan. I got every single set that was made for Space Police, so that's why I know this guy's name is Cody. Now, the last minifigure that I'm going to be talking about in this video that I found is actually from a very old castle theme. This is one of the goblins. This is a very interesting minifigure. I actually really like this one. It has some really interesting colors on it, and this helmet up here is very, very cool. I really like this minifigure going back to the old castle themes of Lego. Very nice. Now, if you guys want to see the rest of the minifigures that I found, this is probably about 2/3 of the minifigures that I was able to find. If you guys want to find the other minifigures and you guys want to see which ones I got of those, there are still a lot of different themes, lots of Star Wars, Ninjago, and a few others as well. those are all posted on Snupps. So if you guys do want to see the rest of the minifigures that was inside the container, be sure to download Snupps. It's free, and you guys can see it underneath my profile in the shelf that I've created. But let's go ahead and take a look at a few cool pieces that I was able to find. Now, obviously, we have the Golden Ninja right here, and so it was probably the Golden Dragon set, or well, here's the lower jaw of the dragon head. Unfortunately, none of the top, so we can't really make the dragon, but still really cool to see that this was the set that they ended up having. Still pretty interesting piece, but doesn't really work without the head. Nonetheless, pretty cool. I already showed you the Krusty Krab piece as well. That's one of the coolest pieces that I was able to find, as well as another piece for that Krusty Krab that says enter, so you can enter into the Krusty Krab. And then there were actually quite a few bikes. These were some of them from like the Marvel range, but there are these two gray ones right here. Always cool to have these bicycles, you know, motorbikes, that sort of thing. These are always really cool to get and actually don't come in as many sets as you may think, as well as this one, which I thought was pretty interesting as well. This is a cool addition to the collection. Now, of course, going through a tub of random Lego doesn't necessarily mean that all those minifigures were all put together. A lot of them were combined with other minifigure torsos, heads, legs, and all that sort of stuff. And so here are some of the misfits that don't really have a complete set. I mean, like, we have like dwarves in there. We have some like really crazy minifigures. Obviously, some probably from Lego City. We have a lot of Rebel Troopers you can see up there. There's a lot of those heads and torsos, but not many of their helmets, and some of them are missing legs as well. There's just some interesting pieces in the middle there from the dragon, of course, and then over to the right are just some random heads, some accessories that I was able to find, including some even like dynamite, and a really cool helmet there, which actually was from one of the collectible minifigure series, but may have occurred in a set as well. Some money and some stuff from Pharaoh's Quest and all that sort of stuff. So of course, just wanted to put this in to let you guys know that these guys were not necessarily all pretty inside the box. Some of them were just taken apart and had to find all the pieces, but still really cool to have all these spare Lego parts. Should be really fun to put them on some of my minifigures of my own. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what was in that box of Lego or tub of Lego. There was a lot of random pieces in there. You guys saw at the very beginning of the video, just a ton of pieces. I picked out the best minifigures to show you guys, showed you guys some of the extra minifigure parts as well, some of the cool little pieces, and also these spinners, in my opinion, were a great addition. Very surprised to have those. You guys know I love the spinners from Ninjago. One more thing I do want to put in is that I was actually really close to completing another Indiana Jones minifigure. I just needed his hat, but I did not find that, as well as the crazy scientist from the collectible minifigures line. I actually don't have this one, but I could not find his hair. So did I find some really awesome minifigures in this container? Yes, I certainly did. Did I find some amazing minifigures that were just missing a few little pieces? Yes, I did as well. But overall, I'm very happy with what I got. This is absolutely extraordinary. I love everything that I was able to pick up here, and of course I still have a container. You hear that? That's a container I just shook by my microphone full of minifigures, and if you guys want to know which ones those are, they're posted on my Snupps account. So be sure to download Snupps, give them a visit, give my profile a visit, maybe follow me if you guys want. So be sure to do that if you guys are interested in knowing what else I got, because those are some different minifigures that you have not seen so far in this video. And if you want to join the Lego group on Snupps, which was created by me, all you have to do, go to the compass, click on search Snupps, and type in SpitBrix, and whenever it comes up, it'll come up with my profile under people, and under groups, it'll come up with Lego, and that's my Lego group. You can click on it and click join group, and you will be joined to the group where you can share your favorite Lego collections and comment on others' collections, and overall just have a great time with other Lego fans who share your same interest. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm SpitBrix. If you guys have enjoyed, be sure to check out my other videos on my channel as well. I do a whole bunch of other Lego content, so be sure to go check that out. And with that, I'm SpitBrix. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video coming very soon.